North Korea is reportedly sending more soldiers to assist Russia in the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. This comes despite losses among North Korean troops already engaged in combat. In August 2024, Ukrainian forces crossed into Russia's Kursk region. This surprise move aimed to pressure Moscow to withdraw its troops from eastern Ukraine. However, Ukrainian commanders did not anticipate fighting alongside North Koreans. South Korean intelligence has tracked the presence of North Korean soldiers since October 2024. Approximately 1,500 North Korean special forces were first observed arriving in Vladivostok for training. This group was later joined by around 10,000 additional troops. These soldiers were transported nearly 7,000 kilometers across Russia to reach the combat zone. North Korean soldiers were first reported fighting alongside Russian forces in early December. By mid-January, more than 40% of these troops were believed to be killed, injured, missing, or captured. Reports suggest that as many as 1,000 North Korean soldiers may have been killed. Due to these heavy losses, North Korean troops are now being pulled back from the front lines for further training. North Korea, known for its isolation and limited allies, is one of Russia's key suppliers of military resources. This includes missiles and millions of rounds of ammunition, crucial for Russia's efforts in Ukraine. Despite this, the rationale for sending North Korean soldiers into direct combat remains unclear. However, this deployment appears to be part of a strategic agreement between Kim Jong-un and Vladimir Putin. For Putin, the advantages are evident. The influx of North Korean soldiers provides a much-needed boost to Russian forces. This allows Russia to reclaim territory occupied by Ukrainian forces without reallocating its own troops. With expectations rising for a potential change in US leadership, Putin aims to secure as much Ukrainian territory as possible before any ceasefire occurs. Moscow's difficulty in recruiting enough local soldiers is notable. Despite offering generous salaries and benefits, Russia struggles to find willing recruits. The lack of resistance during Kyiv's summer incursion brought into light this issue. Russian forces rely heavily on conscripts, often inexperienced teenagers, rather than seasoned soldiers. While Russia has regained control of over 60% of the area seized by Ukraine, this has taken nearly 6 months to achieve. For Kim Jong-un, sending troops to Russia offers valuable combat experience. This is particularly given North Korea's focus on maintaining a large military since the Korean War. North Korean soldiers have not seen combat for over 70 years. Their involvement in Ukraine provides a rare opportunity for real battlefield experience. Ukrainian soldiers have described North Koreans as determined fighters, but lacking combat experience. Observations indicate that they employ outdated strategies reminiscent of World War II. Ukrainian forces have noted that North Korean soldiers advance in large groups, making them easy targets for artillery. Their unfamiliarity with modern warfare tactics, such as drone usage, has compounded their vulnerabilities. High casualty rates among North Korean troops are attributed to their inexperience and the tactics employed by Russian commanders. In January, Ukrainian forces captured 2 North Korean soldiers. This provided insight into their experiences fighting alongside Russian troops. Both soldiers carried false identity papers, indicating an effort to conceal their presence. They believed they were sent to Russia for training exercises, not combat. Despite the heavy losses, Kim Jong-un appears willing to accept casualties for the sake of military experience. This suggests a long-term strategy aimed at enhancing North Korea's military capabilities. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine may serve as a testing ground for tactics and strategies that North Korea could employ in future engagements. Thus, North Korea's decision to send more soldiers to Russia reflects a complex interplay of military strategy and geopolitical considerations. Both nations are seeking to boost their positions in a conflict that continues to evolve. As the situation develops, the implications for regional and global security remain.